So can everyone see? If you can't see, do you want to move your chairs around a little bit further just so that you can all see? And just start tapping. And we'll just be doing, basically what I want you all to get is using exact words and being specific. Okay. So do you have a memory that you want to work on, or an issue that you want to work
on? My ex-husband.
Right. And what about your ex-husband?
I don't like him.
Okay. So diplomatic. Gee, that's never happened before. All right.
My disappointment in him as a person and a husband and a father.
All right. So when you tune into that disappointment, where do you feel that in your body?
In my throat.
In your throat. Okay.
My eyes.
Yep. And do you have one particular memory that you can really remember feeling really disappointed in him?
Letting my children down.
Yeah. Okay. So that's bringing up emotion already?
Mm.
Okay. Even though I'm really disappointed in my ex-husband.
I'm really disappointed in my ex-husband.
And I feel it in my eyes and my throat.
And I feel it in my eyes and my throat.
And I've got one particular memory.
I've got one particular memory.
When he let down the kids.
When he let down the kids.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Deeply and completely.
Deeply and completely.
It's already bringing up emotion.
It's already bringing up emotion.
I'm disappointed in my ex-husband.
I'm disappointed in my ex-husband.
I feel it in my eyes and my throat.
I feel it in my eyes and my throat.
When I remember him disappointing the children.
When I remember him disappointing the children.
So tell me a little bit more about that memory where he disappointed them. Can you give it just a name, that memory, at the time?
As in the emotion, or...
Yeah, the memory of what happened.
Dishonesty.
Okay.
Lying.
All right. And when you tune into that memory where he let down the kids and there was dishonesty and lying, do you still feel it in your eyes and your throat?
I can feel it through my chest and my teeth. I'm clenching now.
Okay. All right. Even though I've got this memory.
Even though I've got this memory.
With my ex-husband.
With my ex-husband.
When he was lying and dishonest.
He was lying and dishonest.
I can feel it in my eyes and my teeth.
I can feel it in my eyes and my teeth.
I'm clenching my teeth.
Clenching my teeth.
And I can feel it in my throat and my chest.
I can feel it in my throat and my chest.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Deeply and completely.
Deeply and completely.
This memory.
This memory.
When my husband was dishonest. My ex-husband.
My ex-husband was
dishonest. And he was lying.
He was lying.
And he disappointed the children.
He disappointed the children.
And I can feel it in my eyes.
I can feel it in my eyes.
And my throat.
And my throat.
And it makes me clench my teeth.
It makes me clench my teeth.
And I can feel it in my chest.
I can feel it in my chest.
This memory.
This memory.
When he was lying.
When he was lying.
And dishonest.
And dishonest.
I can still feel it in my body.
I can still feel it in my body.
It makes me clench my teeth.
It makes me clench my teeth.
And I can feel it in my chest.
I can feel it in my chest.
He disappointed the children.
He disappointed the children.
Take a deep breath. So when you think about that now, are you tuning into it more? Are you feeling it in your body more?
I feel very sweaty.
Yeah.
Yeah, clammy.
Okay. Keep tapping. I'm feeling sweaty and clammy.
I'm feeling sweaty and clammy.
As I tune into this memory.
As I tune into this memory.
When my ex-husband lied.
When my ex-husband lied.
He was dishonest.
He dishonest.
He disappointed the children.
He disappointed the children.
And I'm feeling sweaty in my body.
Feeling sweaty in my body.
And clammy in my hands.
And clammy in my hands.
I accept myself.
I accept myself.
Deeply and completely.
Deeply and completely.
I have this memory.
I have this memory.
I feel cold and clammy and sweaty.
I feel cold and clammy and sweaty.
In my hands.
In my hands.
And my body.
My body.
When I remember this memory.
When I remember this memory.
Under the eye. When my ex-husband.
When my ex-husband
lied.
Lied.
He was dishonest.
He was dishonest.
And he disappointed the kids.
And he disappointed the kids.
And it makes me feel all sweaty and clammy in the hands.
It makes me feel all sweaty and clammy in the hands.
It was really disappointing.
It was really disappointing.
And I have all this emotion.
And I have all this emotion.
And I can feel it in my body.
I can feel it in my body.
Releasing and letting go of this emotion.
Releasing and letting go of this emotion.
It doesn't belong trapped in my body.
It doesn't belong trapped in my body.
Take a deep breath. So when you think about that now, that memory where you were disappointed in your husband, ex-husband. Oh, I keep saying husband, don't I? Disappointed in my ex-husband. And he was lying and he was dishonest and he disappointed the children. What do you remember as the specific time when you've really felt that? You really felt that disappointment?
Probably before the kids, actually,
Mm-hmm.
when he was dishonest to me.
Okay. See where that's going?
Mm.
Where do you feel that when you feel that he was dishonest to me?
I'm clenching my teeth again.
And what emotion's coming up?
I think I've been angry at myself that I chose the person I chose.
Okay. Even though I'm angry at myself,
Even though I'm angry at myself,
I chose that person.
I chose that person.
And he lied and was dishonest to me.
He lied and was dishonest to me.
And I'm angry at myself
I'm angry at myself
for choosing that
for
person.
choosing that person.
And even though I'm still angry
Even though I'm still angry
at myself, I'm going to accept myself anyhow.
I'm going to accept myself anyhow.
Even though I'm still angry with myself,
Even though I'm still angry at myself,
I'm still clenching my teeth.
I'm still clenching my teeth.
When I remember he was dishonest to me,
When I remember he was dishonest to me,
I accept myself anyhow.
I accept myself anyhow.
I'm angry at myself.
I'm angry at myself.
Where do you feel that anger?
Well, it's calming down already now.
Yeah.
I feel a lot more relaxed now.
Yeah, in your jaw and your
Less
teeth.
sweaty.
Yeah, less sweaty.
Yeah.
I've still got some anger though.
I've still got some anger though.
After all, I'm angry at myself.
After I'm angry at myself,
I chose him.
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 And I'm really angry at myself.
I'm really angry at myself.
I chose him.
I chose him.
He lied and was dishonest.
He lied and was dishonest.
He lied and was dishonest to me.
He lied and was dishonest to me.
He lied and he was dishonest to the children.
He lied and was dishonest to the children.
But that doesn't belong in my body.
But that doesn't belong in my body.
So I choose to release it.
I choose to release it.
Out of my clenched teeth
Out of my clenched teeth,
and my jaw.
my jaw.
Maybe I can even relax it.
Maybe I can even relax it.
Out of that feeling in my skin,
Out of that feeling in my skin,
maybe I can release all that sweatiness.
maybe I can release all that sweatiness.
I might even release the anger at myself.
I might even release the anger at myself
That I chose him.
that I chose him.
I might even be able to have peace,
I might even be able to have peace,
thinking that I chose him.
thinking that I chose him.
So take a deep breath. How's that feeling?
I
You
feel
see
a
your
lot
energies
calmer.
come down. Feel a lot calmer. So
Mm.
when you say out loud, I chose him, say that.
I chose him. I feel like saying with a bit of assistance,
Okay.
encouragement.
Okay, all right. I chose him with some
I
encouragement.
chose him with some
So who
encouragement.
encouraged you?
I'm not going to say.
was-
I've got to get it done before Monday.
I was encouraged.
I was encouraged by his family.
I was encouraged by his family. And he lied.
And he lied.
He was dishonest.
He was dishonest.
And I chose him.
And I chose him.
And maybe I still have some anger
Maybe I still have some anger
at myself.
at myself.
And maybe even at others.
Maybe even at others.
They helped me choose him.
They helped me choose him.
But I accept myself anyhow.
But I accept myself anyhow.
And I might even accept them.
I might even accept them.
Maybe I chose them for a reason.
Maybe I chose him for a reason.
Maybe there were lessons to learn.
Maybe there were lessons to learn.
But I did choose him.
But I did choose him.
And maybe I can let go of any remaining anger
Maybe I can let go of any remaining anger
in my teeth,
in my teeth,
in my sweaty skin.
in my sweaty skin.
Maybe I can have peace.
Maybe I can have peace.
He lied and he was dishonest
He lied and he was dishonest
to me
to me
and to my children.
and to my children.
And maybe I can forgive myself.
Maybe I can forgive myself.
And maybe I won't.
Do I have to say that?
Maybe I won't.
Maybe I won't.
But maybe I will.
Maybe I will.
I choose to forgive myself.
I choose to forgive myself.
So take a deep breath. How does that feel?
I feel a lot more relaxed.
Yeah. So when you talk about that first incident when he lied and was dishonest to you, tell me a bit more about it. Just start tapping.
What about the situation?
Yeah. You've got a specific memory when he lied and was dishonest to you.
Well, I agreed to give all my money, which is about $30,000, to put into shares when I lived in North America. and I was lied to for probably 2 years. Ready to buy a house, moving back to Australia, and there was nothing.
Okay,
There
so
was
when did you
zero.
find out? When was that specific moment when you found out there was zero?
When I went to put a deposit on the house, and
Okay.
I wasn't able to.
So you went into the bank? Or what? What happened? How
I
did
said
that
I would like my money. Well, it was our money. We were married. I can have the money to use now. That was my goal, to
So
buy.
who did you say that to?
To him.
Where were you?
I think I was in North America then.
Where were you in the house?
The basement in the house in Vancouver.
So
Yeah.
see how I'm getting the exact specifics of it
Mm.
all? Okay, I was in the house in Vancouver,
Mm.
in the basement,
Mm.
and I said to him,
Ready to buy a house. I'd like our money. It was our money
Yep.
at that stage.
and what happened?
He told me we had nothing.
We've got nothing.
Yeah.
So you saw his face. I saw his face.
Mm.
I heard those words.
Mm.
We've
Sorry.
got nothing. We've got nothing.
Got nothing.
What does that feel like in your body when you remember that?
Oh, a lot of anger, shock.
Shock?
Initially, I was just shocked at not making that, working through the issue of the stock market together,
Mm-hmm.
of dealing with that together,
Mm-hmm.
instead of being lied to for a few years.
Okay. So he lied to me
So he lied to me
for a few
for a
years.
few years.
I didn't get the chance to work it through together
I didn't get a chance to work it through together
about the stock market.
about the stock market.
He kept it all from me.
He kept it all from me.
I was in shock
I was in shock.
when he told me there was nothing left.
When he told me there was nothing left,
I was in shock.
I was in shock.
I couldn't believe it.
I couldn't believe it.
Remembering the look on his face,
Remembering the look on his
the
face,
feeling in my body
the feeling in my body.
when I heard him say, "There's nothing left."
When I heard him say there's nothing left,
That feeling of shock in my body.
that feeling of shock in my body.
Where is that feeling?
Well, it was everywhere, but it's
Coming
just a
down.
little bit less. Yeah,
Mhm.
it's a lot less.
My whole body was in shock.
My whole body was in shock.
And I'm releasing that now.
And I'm releasing that now.
That shock doesn't belong trapped in my body.
That shock doesn't belong trapped in my body.
Even when I remember him saying,
Even though I remember him saying
"There's nothing left."
there's nothing left.
Releasing that shock
Releasing that shock
out of my whole body.
out of my whole body.
Take a deep breath. So when you remember being in the basement, so I'm testing now, being in the basement in
Thank you.
Vancouver, and you said to him, "Okay, I want the money now, we're ready to buy a house," and he looked at you, the way he looked at you, and said, "There's nothing left."
Mm.
How does that feel in your body now?
I feel pretty calm.
Hmm.
Mm.
And what about when you say he lied and he was dishonest and he disappointed me and he disappointed the kids?
The kid part is very more recent
Okay.
or more ongoing.
All right. So
Yeah.
what's one that stands out when you go to a memory that stands out where you felt maybe the most disappointed for the kids? Just start tapping and tuning into that. How did you know the kids were disappointed?
They were in tears, they told me.
Okay. So where were they in tears? When you remember them being in tears?
The most significant one was here in Newcastle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So where were they? Outside, inside?
Waiting in the front with their bags packed to go on holidays with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I remember them standing at the front
I remember them standing at the front
with their bags packed,
with their bags packed,
waiting to go on holidays with him.
waiting to go on holidays with him.
And then they were in tears.
And they were in tears.
I can see their tears.
I can see their tears.
I can hear their tears.
I can hear their tears.
I can feel their disappointment.
I can feel their disappointment.
He lied to them.
He lied to me.
And I can feel their disappointment in my body.
And I can feel their disappointment in my body.
So where is that you're feeling
I'm sweaty again.
it? Yeah. I'm sweaty again.
I'm sweaty again.
He was dishonest.
He was dishonest.
He lied.
He lied.
He lied to the kids.
He lied to the kids.
I can see them crying.
I can see them crying.
I can hear them crying.
I can hear them crying.
They're upset.
They're upset.
He lied.
He lied.
He disappointed them.
He disappointed them.
And I can feel that in my body.
I can feel that in my body.
My body's sweating again.
My body's sweaty again.
I've got their disappointment
I've got their disappointment
and his lying
and his lying
trapped in my skin.
trapped in my skin.
I'm letting my skin know
I'm letting my skin know
I can release that
I
now.
can release that now.
It doesn't belong to me.
It doesn't belong to me.
I choose to release that feeling.
I choose to release that feeling.
All that disappointment.
All that disappointment.
Out of my skin.
Out of my skin.
Even when I remember seeing the boys, the kids.
Even though I remember seeing the boys
crying. Hearing them crying.
Hearing them crying.
Feeling their disappointment.
I'm not sweating as much.
Okay.
I feel calmer within myself.
Yep. So does that disappointment belong to you?
No.
Does it belong over there with him?
Yes. Not the kids.
Yeah. So I release the disappointment from me.
Release the disappointment with me.
Out of my body.
Out of my body.
Even when I remember seeing the kids crying.
Even when I remember seeing the kids crying.
And hear them crying.
And hear them crying.
And feel their disappointment.
And feel their disappointment.
I release that out of my body.
I release that out of my body.
And I choose to have peace.
And I choose to have peace.
Peace in my body.
Peace in my body.
So what does that peace feel like in your body?
Well, I don't feel anything in here anymore. I don't feel, I was having palpitations.
Yeah.
Really clenched here. Tight in the throat, in the chest.
And the sweaty skin, and that's all gone?
Yeah, well, that's resolving.
Yeah, it's still resolving, all right. So
yes,
if there was a colour that would bring peace to you, what would it be?
At the moment?
When you think of that situation?
A soft blue.
So that soft blue, or that soft blue?
Probably that one.
Okay. So what I want you to do is start tapping. I choose to have this blue energy.
I choose to have this blue energy.
And this peace.
And this peace.
As I breathe it into my energy.
As I breathe it into my energy.
Even when I remember that memory.
Even though I remember that memory.
When my ex-husband disappointed the kids.
When my ex-husband disappointed the kids.
Even when I remember seeing them upset.
Even when I remember seeing them upset.
Coming to me in tears.
Coming to me in tears.
They'd been standing at the front with their bags packed.
They'd been standing at the front with their bags packed.
Waiting to go on holiday.
Waiting to go on holiday.
And I can feel their disappointment.
I can feel their disappointment.
But I'm releasing it all now.
But I'm releasing it all now.
And I choose to have that blue peace.
And I choose to have that blue peace.
And as I breathe in that blue peace into my heart.
And as I breathe in that blue peace into my heart.
And into every part of my body.
And into every part of my body.
I send it to the kids.
I send it to the kids.
Allowing them to feel peace.
Allowing them to feel peace.
Over their disappointment.
Over their disappointment.
I choose to have peace.
I choose to have peace.
For myself.
For myself.
And my kids.
And my kids.
Even when I remember this memory.
Even when I remember this memory.
When he disappointed them.
When he disappointed them.
Take a deep breath. So when you see the kids now, do they have more peace around them as well?
They've been tapping, so yes, I think so.
But even now, as you're tuning in, and you might not have seen her eyes, but she was searching for memory. So the memory wasn't registering as disappointment in you, and you weren't feeling disappointed for the way they were.
I feel I feel like I could
go to sleep now.
My eyes feel like they.
Yeah. So it's interesting that this is all about you are safe and you're protected, and it's really very motherly for kids, for maternal. You're safe, you're protected. That's what Blue Angel's all about.
Interesting.
Wow. It's all about that. So yeah, did you notice how I was using her exact words, but also getting to the specifics of seeing them crying, hearing them crying, the exact words that were said when he was in the basement saying those words. So I was painting the picture of the memory for her. Where were you? I was in the basement. What did he say? So it's really putting them in the memory of that exact specific memory and the exact words. And remembering seeing the look on his face, so the senses, all the aspects. But I was feeding back her exact words. I was adding in a few every now and then and fishing, but I was using her exact words. And did you see how when I said husband instead of ex-husband, how there was a different reaction, right? Because that then just switches you off and tunes you out of where we are. So I probably did that for demonstration purposes.
That's what you're
Because you
using
could
exact
see-
words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're not using the exact words, it pulls you out of things a bit. All right, so you can see all that. Thank you.
Thank you
for the demonstration.
Thank you.